What's up, everyone? Well, behind me is my Jeep Gladiator that I spent about 3 years turning into my ultimate home on wheels. Took it all across the country to Canada, the East Coast, the West Coast. Absolutely love this truck. But next to me is this Mitsubishi Fuso with a Host Outback camper. In this video, we're going to compare the two trucks. I want to live in this one instead of living in this one. How cool is that? That was one thing I noticed with getting shots, jumping out of the rig and back in it. A lot different, a little higher.
Need to put an air horn on here like a train horn.
Yeah.
Blow your earwax out.
Look at the ambo up there too, man.
I don't think many people will pull in front of this.
Right?
The Sunraider.
Surprise.
Yeah, that's true.
He knows. He's driven it all across country.
I get it all the time.
Yeah. Sorry, Jeep. I'm sorry. Sorry I have to sell you. I can only drive one at a time. We're just looking at a size comparison. What we won't mention in this video is how much ridiculously more capable the Jeep is off-road than the Fuso. But I digress. We'll talk about that more in future videos. And we talked about that quite a bit in the last couple videos.
Yeah, that mirror's fine.
The Fuso and the Jeep will be next to each other. Oh, hey, bud.
Dude, one of the things I love the most about this thing,
Yeah?
turns out an dime.
Yeah, it does. Whoa, I gotta be careful. It's seriously most impressive steering radius I've ever seen out of a rig that big.
That forward cab.
I can move my truck too. I can move my truck too if you want. If we want to get him.
With this steering drum.
Yeah. So these spares go into, and obviously the stairs, but he's just moving it around the yard, so we didn't put him in. I've got this idea to do a drop down deck off the top here. Yeah, dude. Says I need 10 acres to turn my ambo around. But yeah, I'm thinking about doing a drop down deck off the back here. So you'd have a big deck with stairs coming off, and on the back of the deck doing like a mountain bike box. You want to try to line wheelbase up? Scooch just a bit, just in case. Yeah, Brad liked the drop down deck idea, right?
Yeah, that's cool.
So we'll see how these wheelbases compare.
Yeah, right?
Look at how these two compare. Yeah. These things could honestly not be more different. The only thing they have in common is they're white and 4x4. Just absolutely nuts. Dude, these things look so gnarly.
Shorter wheelbase than the Fuso.
It is.
Than your Jeep by a little bit.
Wait, which is shorter?
The Fuso's is slightly shorter.
Yes, I called it.
See, because the tires, the hubs don't line up, and then it's still shorter, even though it's not perfectly even.
The rear is close, almost beside the tires. It's right against.
So you got
the rear.
about
What, width?
Like right here. No, length. You're like literally.
this might be a foot or two longer at most.
Yeah. How tall is it?
11. I don't remember. 11 and a half feet tall, maybe.
I thought it was 10'8". My Jeep is 8'4" tall. So the Fuso is way taller. That's the number one thing. Other than it being taller though, it's not wider, it's not longer wheelbase. It actually has a way better steering radius than the Jeep. Dude, what a cool, it's so cool to see them next to each other.
It's
like
a cool comparison, dude, because the width, not that much bigger, to be honest, if you look at it.
Well,
I could get a measuring tape and we can really...
do you think the Fuso is a little wider, but not by much at all? And it's definitely taller by 2 to 3 feet. Wow, dude. I think the Fuso might be 6 inches longer. Not wheelbase, just overall. Coda, which one do you want? You got 2 stairs next to you. Which one you want to go? Let's go home. Let's go. Come on, let's go home. Oh! Oh! The doggo has decided. Oh, good John and jump. So you just measured
6 foot 4 inches from this edge
yeah,
to this edge.
6'4".
That's about your widest point, not because I'm not counting the awnings and stuff.
Yeah.
And that's about 6'4", and this one from edge to edge is 6'9".
So 5 inches wider.
5 inches wider.
Not bad at all. That's rad. Fuso is 19.2 feet long.
Something like that, yeah.
Something like that. Happy's doing quick measurements on his phone. And my rig is not, it's about the same. What, it's a little shorter. What is it, 18?
18.9.
18.9.
Not including bumpers. And so you got about 3 inches longer on the actual thing, but
yeah,
you got to add the tires and the bumpers. So it's about, I would say 22 feet long.
yeah. Departure angle is pretty dang similar too. Actually, I mean, I'm a lot taller there. But
You'll probably change that up too.
yeah, right? Oh yeah, this Fuso ain't staying the way it is. So really the biggest things need roof rack and stuff like that. But anyways, let's focus on the difference here. Look at that. This thing just has such a different look. I love it. Oh, you're gonna pop them sliders there, bud. These are worm gear driven slides too.
Yeah, so this is close. So here's the worm.
The kitchen slide, you actually don't need to slide out at all. It just creates more room.
Is there room?
Oh yeah, there's plenty of room. The passenger side slide you do need to put out or else you can't walk past. Yeah, that one comes out maybe half.
Yeah. But look how much more room it puts in there.
So much more room. And the coolest part about the floor space there, you can see it here, is like you could be cooking right here and someone could walk past you. Head on outside.
Hey, babe. We should light some stuff on fire.
Oh yeah, I like lighting stuff on
I
fire.
got a lot of tumbleweeds.
Let's do it. See if I can get these 2 with 1. There we go. Yeah, dude, this is fun. Hey, Bubba's.
She just made herself at home. Look at that.
Oh, she loves it, dude. She loves it. And I love this whole separate bedroom. This is like the size of my camper. Just the bedroom.
The Campouts suite.
Kapua? Oh, that sounds fancy.
There you go.
But yeah, Brad and I were just talking the other day about mountain bike and how, well, I was telling you how I don't really want to mount my carbon frame on a frame mounted mountain bike mount. And Brad was like, you could put it in the shower.
Oh yeah.
On like a sea sucker mount right there on the side. Pull the front wheel off.
Yep.
Just for a little while until we get the drop down deck and bike box built.
I was in the Navy and we called sea suckers. They have different meaning for them.
In the Navy.
Come on, bro. I have to go there with it.
That's funny. But yeah, I mean, we're 3 men hanging out in here, and it's not even weird. We're not even that close.
Yeah.
Right.
No, you could have a freaking party in here. Coach, what do you think? She's like, yeah, can we leave the Jeep behind yet? I'm ready for it. But the pastor is so neat because you can be driving up there. Coach can be back here when Amanda's with me. Abe can be back here. You're moving everything out, huh?
I am.
We can help you.
Might as well, bud.
Want to get your nacho cheese here?
Oh, you know it.
You got nacho cheese sauce,
You know why,
green
right?
beans. Because it's
nacho cheese.
Oh, I was just gonna say, wait, this ain't my cheese. It's nacho cheese. Oh, also this stuff here for like the cattle and stuff. This is super shreddy. Boom. Made a good rut right there. She's a classic Butte, bud. Freaking clean. So tell me down below in the comments. Half of the group here says mob it, put a camper on it, road trip it, live in it, use it. That's what I say. The other half says keep it pretty, don't drive it, just keep it in the garage. What do you say down in the comments? We know what Happy's choice is, garaging it up. But he also has a lot of vehicles here. That's just the antenna there. So many sick rigs around here. It's actually kind of ridiculous. Like what? Got the Ambo all the way back there. Another Jeep. Yeah. Well, thank you guys for hanging out with us, checking out the comparison of my old rig, the Jeep Gladiator truck camper, compared to the Mitsubishi Fuso right next to it. So comment below, let me know what you guys think. Check out my Patreon for exclusive content, exclusive merchandise, chances to win product, support the channel, connect with me, be invited to Patreon only campouts, all sorts of good stuff at patreon.com/down2mob. We'll see you there. The only question is, are you down to mob? And choose a different rig, sell it sometimes.